Let's begin. Got my fried egg PJs on. Got to live, got to keep it real. I'm going to start in a seated position and we're going to go through a little bit of a breathing exercise to begin with. We've been working a lot with the breath this month, and we're going to use it to stimulate our relaxation response. So if you wish, you can have a little blanket just to elevate the hips. It kind of makes sitting down a bit more comfy with an elevated spine. And then just bring the legs into whatever position feels comfortable for you. So it doesn't have to be cross-legged. It can be stretched out or any other position that works. And we're going to leave the left hand on the left knee and pick up the right hand. And we're going to use the right thumb to block the right nostril. So we're going to breathe in through the left nostril just for a minute or two, and then block the left nostril and breathe in through the right. But I'll guide you through this. So it's called single nostril breathing. So take a nice big breath in through both nostrils at first. And an exhale through both. Couple more of those breaths if you wish. And take this time just to settle into your practice. And a few moments just to observe whether there's anything present for you today. So that can be in the body, it can be in the mind. Perhaps there's a particular tone, a thought, an emotion that's kind of carried through the day. Or maybe there's not any particular emotion, thought, or feeling. Either way, that act of checking in really helps to stay connected to our inner environments. Nice. And then with this relaxed body, picking up the right hand, and we'll use the right thumb just to gently block that right nostril. So if you're feeling a little bit sniffly today, then you can just visualize the breath coming in and out through the left. Otherwise, just gently pressing down through the right nostril. And we'll take an inhale through the left. And exhale through the left, the same nostril. And we'll continue like that just for a minute or so. Breathing in and out through the left. And if your eyes aren't closed already, you might find that it feels a bit natural to keep the eyes closed or just relax the eyelids. Notice if there's any struggle or strain with the breath. Perhaps you can really hear the breath coming in and out. See if there's a sense of stillness or silence that you can weave into this breathing so that there's no struggle or strain. And there's this quality of ease. We'll take this for 3 more breaths with your left nostril. Gently breathing in and gently releasing. Once you finish that third breath out, going to rest the right hand back on the right knee or right thigh. Release that right nostril and start to breathe in through both. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Nice. Now that we've cleared the airway through the left, we'll repeat the whole process, but using the opposite hand to block the left nostril. So left hand lifts, using left thumb to gently block or seal that left nostril. Eyes can be closed or open. We'll take an inhale through the right and an exhale through the right. Keep going with that nice, easy breathing. See if you can incorporate this quality of stillness and silence with the breathing so that you can't really hear the breath moving. It's nice and slow, easeful, and steady. Let all the tension flow out with the exhale into the surface of the earth, supporting you. And we'll take 3 more breaths in here. Nice. And then once you finish that third breath, take your time. Rest the hand back on your left knee or left thigh. We'll take an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth to let go. Nice. And moving with the breath, going through a very gentle sequence today. It's activating slow motion. Take an inhale to reach the arms up and overhead, joining the palms. Maybe we gaze up. Exhale to draw the hands down through the midline of the body, thumbs tracing down that line towards the heart center. I'm going to take that a couple more times. So you might want to just close the eyes or just relax the gaze here. So you really start to drop into the feeling. Inhale to rise. And then exhale to lower. Feel the shoulder blades glide down the back of the body. Take that 2 more times. Really elongating the inhale. And slowing down the exhale. One more breath in. And a slow, easy breath out. Nice. Okay, then we'll keep the left leg as it is. We're going to pick up the right shin. So right hand onto your right knee. Left hand grabs the right foot, the sole of the right foot. And then we're just going to open up through the right hip by doing some flossing motions with that right leg. So you can think about just drawing a nice big circle with that right foot. So you should start to feel a little bit of movement into that right hip. And you choose how big or small these circles are. Nice, yeah. And then if you want to, you can change the direction that the foot is circling. Maybe you go and explore some slightly more exaggerated stretches here. Up to you. Take a breath in and a breath out. You should start to feel just a little bit of heat through your right hip here. Take one more breath in and then exhale. We'll let that right leg go long. So it's at a diagonal, right foot slightly flexed, gentle bend in that right knee, tilting the body so it's facing towards that right foot. Take an inhale to reach both arms up and overhead. And then an exhale, we'll just take a gentle fold. Just allow the back to round as much as possible, the head to drop down, hands come to frame that front leg. Allowing the spine to be domed here. Maybe you allow the crown of the head to dip a little bit lower. And just weave the gentle breath rhythm through the body in this shape. Take one more breath in. And a slow, easy breath out. And we'll gently draw the hands back through the middle. So just walking the fingertips or sliding the hands back towards you as you lift through the spine. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So right leg comes in. This time you take a hold of the left shin, left hand on left knee, right foot takes a hold, right hand takes a hold of left foot. And then just start to circle that right foot around. So you should already start to feel just a little bit of opening through that left hip. You can make it a little bit more exaggerated in terms of the circle. Maybe you bring that left foot forwards a little bit more over towards the right, and that left knee draws back a little bit. And just use it as a really exploratory moment in your practice, just exploring some movement through that left hip. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Nice. We'll breathe one more breath in here. And then exhale. Let that left leg go long. Bring the sole of the right foot in towards the left knee or left thigh. This time we'll tilt the pelvis and the torso over towards the left. Inhale, reach the arms high. And then exhale, just a gentle melting of the upper body down over that left leg. You don't have to go that far. Just rest the hands either side of that left leg. Allow the spine to round. The chin maybe drops down towards the chest a little bit more. And breathe here. Take one more breath in. And a slow breath out. Walk the hands back towards the body as you gently lift up through the spine. And then we'll bring that left leg all the way back in and make our way onto our hands and our knees. So since it's a very gentle practice today, I recommend having a blanket underneath the knees just to make everything a little bit more comfy and cozy. Definitely needed during the winter time. And then we'll come into a hands and knees position. Take your time. I'm just going to have a sip of water to lubricate the throat. Nice. Okay, then we're going to go through a sequence called flying cow. So it's just a couple of postures put together. I'm going to guide you through it. So as we inhale, come into your cow position. Belly button drops low as we lift through chest and bum. And as we exhale, start to round through the spine, tuck the bum under, drop the head, and start to draw the hips back towards the heels, coming into your very brief child's pose. And then as we inhale, we'll come up to a kneeling position as we sweep the arms up and overhead. Maybe the palms join above the head. And then exhale, settling the hips back towards the heels, back into your child's pose, nice and slow. Reach the arms forwards and nestle the forehead down towards the ground. Nice. So we'll go through that whole flying cow sequence again. So as we inhale, up to cow position, drop the belly, lift through chest and tailbone, open through the throat. Exhale to dome and round. Push the ground away. Draw the hips back towards the heels. Inhale up to kneeling position, lifting up through the spine, arms reach up and overhead, palms join. Exhaling, slow motion, make your way back into a child's pose. The chest sinks down, forehead sinks down, arms reach forwards. Nice. We're going to do that 2 more times with your breath. So inhale, snake the spine forwards into a cow, lift through the chest. Exhaling, rounding and doming, settling the hips back towards the heels. Inhale up to kneeling, simultaneously arms sweep up, maybe you gaze up at the thumbs. And then exhale, settling the bum back towards the heels. Let the chest and forehead, hands sink down. One more time with your own breath, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale up to kneeling. Exhaling, we're going to stay in our child's pose this time. So just let the arms reach forwards, take the knees as wide as feels comfortable for you. Forehead nestles on the earth, or you can make a little pillow with both forearms or hands. Take a moment here. Relax with the breath. Softening the facial muscles. Sense of heaviness through the body. We'll take one more breath in here. And as we inhale, start to reach the arms forwards. We'll float through, back up through hands and knees, and we'll come to bring the front of the body all the way down. So this doesn't have to look particularly graceful or pretty here. Just come to lie the front body all the way down. And instead of taking a Sphinx position, I know we normally take that, we're going to take a slightly different stretch for the shoulders. So bring the elbows just in front of you, so fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling, and see if you can scoot the elbows to touch in front of the body. So you might need to just bring them forwards a little bit and just ease them together. So maybe they touch, maybe there's a little space in between them. If they touch, bring the forearms and the palms together, fingertips reaching up. See if you can scoot the elbows a little further forward so there's a little bit more stretch in the armpit area. And you can stay here. This might be enough. Maybe it feels quite nice just to rest the forehead on the arms here. You go ahead and relax the head down. And then normally there's a sense of clenching through the bum here. Can we just relax through the glutes? The buttocks a little bit. Let the legs get heavy. Let the body get even heavier. And just breathe here. Nothing to do, nothing to manage, nothing to get your head around, to sort out. Just being here, breathing with your body is enough. We'll take that for one more breath in. And a slow, easy breath out. Nice. And then just start to reach the fingertips and the arms forwards. You go ahead and do that. I'm going to go straight into this bookshelf if I do. And then scooting the elbows back underneath the shoulders, and we'll finish off in a Sphinx pose here. So arms can be, sorry, elbows can be directly underneath the shoulders, maybe a bit further forwards. Have a sense of the chest lifting here. So it's kind of radiating forwards and at the same time drawing the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Point the toes back, slight squeeze of the bum, and just breathe here. Nice, sweet back bend. And it might feel nice just to stay here in stillness. You might want to bring a little shimmy through the shoulders. So right shoulder comes in. Maybe you look over your left, a little stretch for the neck. And then back through center. Shimmy the left shoulder in. Draw that right shoulder back, look over the right. Nice. So just bringing in some very gentle side stretches to this back bend. And also some movement for the neck here. Take that one more time each side. And then we'll draw the head back through center. And this time we're going to look up. So look up towards the ceiling and let the throat and neck open here. Nice. Drawing the head back. You might want to soften the eyelids a little bit. We're not really ever spending that much time in this position, so it's nice just to incorporate a little bit of opening through the throat. Relax the eyelids and the temples. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, drawing the chin back in towards the chest. Nice. Then we'll scoot the elbows out towards the side. Bring the whole of the front of the body all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Push back through hands and knees. And once you're in your hands and knees position, we'll shift the weight into our left leg and just bring that right foot forwards in between the hands or wherever it reaches. You might need to guide it forwards with your right hand. If you've got your blocks, just bringing your blocks to frame that front foot. If not, you can just lift up to fingertips. I always like to take it to its highest setting to begin with, but you go ahead and take whatever setting you want. So take an inhale to sink the hips forward, start to gaze forwards. Exhale, you can walk the blocks back or keep the blocks where they are. Send the pelvis towards the back of the mat as you straighten the front leg. Maybe the right toes pull back towards you. Nice. Great. And we're going to stay here for one more breath in. Slow, easy breath out. Pulsing forwards and backwards 2 times now. Take your time. Activate super slow motion. Inhale to lunge forward. Sink through the hips. Bend into that front leg. Exhaling, sending the bum back, straighten the right leg, right toes pull back towards you. Maybe you take a gentle fold over that leg. We'll take that one more time, breathing in. And exhale out. Super. And as we inhale, we'll come forwards. Exhale, keep the hands where they are. Going to scoot that right knee back underneath that right hip and just swap sides. This time, left foot comes forwards. You might just need to guide it forwards with that left hand if you want. Nice. Bring both blocks to frame that front foot. Take an inhale, sink into that left hip, gaze forwards. Exhale, sending the pelvis back towards the back of the mat. You can walk the blocks a little bit further back, straighten the front leg, and make sure your left toes lift off the mat as well. Nice. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. And we're going to pulse forwards and backwards 2 times. So it should feel quite nice. It might feel like your hamstrings are a little bit tense and tight here, but don't worry, that's completely normal. Inhale to lunge forwards. Exhale to straighten, pull those left toes back towards you. Nice. Take that one more time. And then exhale here. Super. This time as you inhale, lunging forwards. Exhale, placing the blocks to one side. And then we're going to come back into hands and knees. and then come to lie down on the back of the body. So if you've got your blanket, you might just want to scoot the blanket so it's more towards the end of your mat. One thing that I quite like doing is rolling the blanket into a sausage shape. And you've got two options of where to place the sausage. So I quite like it at the end of our mat to place my feet on. So it just makes my feet feel a little bit more elevated, allows my legs to relax. Another option, if you want, is to have it underneath the knees. So totally up to you. See what feels best. You're very welcome to place as many blankets as you want on top of you, but we're just going to do just a little bit of movement on the back of the body. So just be aware of that. Come to lie down on the back. And then as the spine settles, we'll draw both knees in towards the chest. Hands rest on knees or shins, and we'll start to circle the knees. So inhale, circling both knees away from each other. And then exhale, they draw back together and ease back towards the torso. So we'll do outward circles first. You want to link the movement to breath. You can inhale, circling the knees away from each other. Exhale, they draw back together and ease back towards the torso. Take that for one more breath in. Exhale, breath out. Nice. Okay, then we'll keep the right knee in towards the body. Send the left leg long, so the back of the left ankle can rest on that sausage shape if you have that blanket there, or it can rest underneath that left knee. We'll allow the right arm just to rest by the right side of the body. Left hand onto right knee, and very gently draw that right knee across the body over towards the left. So you really don't have to go that far here. Think maybe around 40% rather than anything more. So you might feel like your lower back is still in contact with the earth. That's okay, don't worry. Just looking for a gentle twist in the low body. Once you've found that really comfortable, easy spot where you feel a little bit of a stretch through the right hip, bit of a twist through the low body, we'll just pause here and breathe. Let the back of the body be gently supported by the earth that's coming up to meet the body. Okay, once this stretch feels complete for you, again, you're very welcome to stay a couple of breaths longer. We'll draw that right knee back through center, and we'll start to swap legs. So right leg goes long here, bending the left knee in towards the body. This time, left arm rests beside the body. You'll bring that right hand onto left knee. Take an inhale here. Relax that left foot. Exhale, just a gentle drawing that left knee across the body over towards the right. Nice. So I'm thinking even less of a stretch than you think it is. Make sure the low back is still in contact with the earth. And just breathe here. One more breath in. Exhale, breath out. Draw the left knee back through the middle. And I'll let you let that left leg go long. If there's any other movements or shapes that you feel your body needs to take, feel free to take them. So this is really essential in all our practices to make sure we allow space for intuitive movement. And just bearing in mind that intuitively you might wish to stay still. That's also a very welcome option. Take your time to get cozy, to get warm. And I'm going to guide you through something called 31 points of relaxation or guided relaxation, where I'll guide your awareness to 31 points in the body. Rather than moving that part, just move your awareness to that part and see if you can relax that part a little bit more. There's nothing that you need to do or get here. All you need to do is just relax and listen to my voice. Setting yourself up in a comfortable position and guide your awareness to your breathing. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. The natural filling and emptying. Gently guiding your awareness to your navel center. You might become aware of the gentle rise and fall of your belly as the body breathes. As you watch the breath, allow it to gradually smooth out until your inhale is approximately the same length as your exhale. You will now bring your awareness to different parts of the body, one by one. As you visit each point, the physical body becomes more and more relaxed. Guiding your awareness to the space in between your eyebrows. Your eyebrow center. Your throat center. Tip of the right shoulder. Right elbow. Right wrist. Tip of the right hand thumb. Index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And little finger. Right wrist. Right elbow. Tip of the right shoulder. And back to the throat center. Guiding your awareness to the tip of the left shoulder. Left elbow. Left wrist. Tip of the left hand thumb. Index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And little finger. Left wrist. Left elbow. Tip of the left shoulder. And back to the throat center. Guiding your awareness to the center of the chest, the energetic heart center. Right side of the chest. Center of the chest. Left side of the chest. Center of the chest. Allow the mind to rest here at the center of your heart. Stay here, resting with your awareness at the heart center for a couple more minutes. I'll keep time for us. And I'll let you know when we're ready to transition out. Nothing else to do, complete, manage. Allowing yourself this time just to relax and rest. Knowing that being here is absolutely enough. Start to become aware of your breathing. It might feel quite nice just to take a gentle inhale and exhale through the mouth. Some movement through the body in however way your body feels like moving. Nice. Keep it nice and slow. Draw the head from side to side. That might feel quite nice. Little stretch out through the whole body. Maybe a yawn feels quite nurturing here, natural for you. And then we'll draw the knees in towards the chest and just give ourselves our last big hug here. So maybe you draw the knees all the way in, maybe the head starts to lift. That can sometimes feel quite nice for the back. Little rock from side to side if that feels good. And then just allow the body to roll off to one side. Take a moment on your side just to notice whether you feel any different. Again, no pressure. Does your body feel different? Your mind, your breath? And then carefully pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position, facing roughly this way. And we're going to end a little bit differently today. Just rest the hands wherever feels comfortable for you. Slight tuck of the chin. Spine is erect but not rigid. And looking at cultivating this element of safety in the rest of our evening and our week. So just bringing to mind something in your life that makes you feel safe, makes you feel nurtured, makes you feel grounded. So it might be a particular experience, maybe an animal, a person, a location. And then just let your muscles and your body respond to that safety. Nice. And just keep that feeling of safety with you for the rest of the week and the evening ahead. We'll take a nice big breath in through the nose. And an exhale through the mouth to finish and let go. Thank you so much for joining me today.